very quiet morning. The energy has shifted significantly since we last came, and Scary Farm was a prominent fixture on the Knott's Berry Farm property. However, things are different now. It's a little cooler. I get to wear hoodies again. The sun goes down at a
normal hour,
and the ghosts and goblins have been put to sleep for another 10 months. I'm handling the change okay at this point, but how is the farm handling it?
This is fine.
Let's mosey on in and have a little look-see, shall we? Real quick, just wanted to stop by the hotel and check out the courtyard. They took all the Halloween decorations out of here, obviously, but they're not going to be able to bring the Merry Farm decorations out because I think there's something important going on out here this Saturday. What could it be, though?
We are gathered here today to force this man, Huckleberry Finn.
Real quick, I just came up here just to check on, see if they had started tearing down bloodlines yet. Obviously nothing. They haven't really started working on anything back here that's Scary Farm related, but I did manage to see that they are already setting up for Merry Farm. They got that tree back there next to Ghost Rider, the little photo op that's next to the Boysenberry Cave, and all the crates full of their Christmas ornaments outside of Eight Fingers 9. So it's closer than we think, people.
Closer than we think.
Also, just real quick, I want to remind you again that if you are going to be around this area during Thanksgiving, 30 Acres is doing the Thanksgiving buffet. So if you really want to try some really good Thanksgiving food, I suggest giving it a shot because Knott doesn't mess around with buffets. It's like Vegas level.
Get it.
Get in my belly!
And I actually heard a rumor that was swirling around at the beginning of haunt season saying that the Legacy store wasn't going to come back next year. I'm sure it had to do with if they had good sales this year or not, and that has yet to be determined, but hopefully it comes back. I really love this store. I think this is a great addition to the season in general. So it looks like it's actually a pretty empty day here at the farm, and while it's super easy to get in, it always kind of irks me to have to wait in that bag check line for so long to get the diaper bag rifle through. Nevertheless, the front entrance is pretty much wiped clean. That whole display up there under the windmill is completely empty, so it's weird seeing it like in the stages between Scary Farm and Merry Farm because they're not going to obviously put any deco up until Merry Farm starts, but they already have all the chandeliers and stuff taken out over the ticket booths too. The lighting, they got to change the gels and stuff, but they forgot to take the Scary Farm sign down from the front of the park still. That, I kind of wish they would do that first, but it is what it is. Either way, we're in the park. Let's go check out Camp Snoopy. All right, and technically this is not out of season here. It's still fall. It's not winter yet, so this is legit. All they gotta do is put a couple cornucopias, maybe some veggies, some corn stalks. They'll be good. Now, I do want to bring up how they dropped the ball here by not having this be the meet and greet for the Peanuts characters during Spooky Farm season. I really hope they don't do the same thing during Merry Farm and have the Peanuts characters up here meeting and greeting guests during Merry Farm here instead of the Boardwalk Ballroom. Just because otherwise what are you using this space for? You really don't got to explore the space that much.
Explore the space. Okay.
It's right here. It's pretty obvious that that's what this is for. So I hope they don't drop the ball a second time with the meet and greets and bring the Peanuts characters here to this stage in Camp Snoopy where they belong. Ugh, looks like the Gauntlet left over some goop in the waterfalls. The water pressure ain't great today. Hopefully that gets better. It looks like the bumblebees got the last word here, finally overran this drink refill station here in Camp Snoopy. Hopefully this will be done by the warm season again and we don't have to deal with fighting those little bumblers for a cool, refreshing drink on a hot summer day.
You work through it like any emotion. Anger, jealousy, lust.
A very quiet day here in Camp Snoopy, but that's good because it gives us a chance to kind of look around and see where the changeover has been affected so far. You can see they've got garland hanging up over Wilderness Creek. They got all of the Gauntlet stuff taken out. That stuff's all gone. And they've lined the river with candy canes and put the teddy bear up. Now, if you haven't seen this land at nighttime, that's when it really shines. Literally and figuratively. This is one of the most pretty spots in the park during Merry Farm, and that's including Calico during Snow and Glow. So it's only a matter of time now before we get to see this in all its glory once again. I am very excited for it.
Are you as excited as I am?
By the sounds of it, no.
Now, I don't know if anything's been updated on Montezuma, but I do know that they have been working on it. Still, seems like the track is just kind of a large endeavor for them that they're really struggling to get through. But the two spikes are still covered. They've got the opening on the east one. I think it's the east one.
My calculations are precise and true.
I'm not only an astronomer, I'm also a horologist.
Still up at the top, so they're working on the top of the spike there. Probably still working on the top of the other spike on the other side. But other than that, the whole thing is covered, so it's really hard to see what's actually going on underneath the tarp. Would like to have some sort of large update eventually, but in due time, I guess. It looks like they are starting to kind of clear space.
Thank you, Jaguar.
It looks like they are really trying to start to clear space for the entryway next to the restrooms here in Fiesta Village, which I'm actually looking forward to see because I'm hoping that they really take a cue from their neighbor here, Jaguar, and really make it an immersive line area. Yet to be seen. Cross our fingers and hope for the best. Those screams sound revolutionary. We should go check on the party. Well, it's not much of a party per se, but if you were here, you'd have plenty of space to party on your own. The little centerpiece here for the Dia de los Muertos
You know I don't speak Spanish.
celebration they took down, and they've got the magnolias, the white and red flowers surrounding this spot, making way for probably a tree.
A regular old...
Tree.
A regular old car. Oh, look at this. We've already got a celebration.
The celebration!
Christmas lights, Fiesta Village. While Harley is eating, it reminded me, if you guys don't follow Our Knott's Adventure on Instagram and you're interested in all the goings on and whatever at Knott's, they are the must follow of social media as far as everything that's going on with this park. They've constantly updating things, and they got really good insights on stuff, and they released a bunch of photos of the Merry Farm food that's going to be coming out. And I tell you what, if the pictures are any indication
Of what this is gonna be?
such delicacies as, or even a little bit of, and way more.
What the hell is even that?
They just put tables out here. I wonder if that means they're not going to have any of the booths here during Merry Farm this year. Did they have them last year? I don't remember.
Probably not.
What does that have to do with anything?
No. He's got a point.
Sounds like the Old West is calling. Well, they're running the goose today. It's kind of nice. Peanut.
Hey, pay attention and stop looking at that squirrel.
All right, well, the stage is up. Just waiting for that tree now. Is it always this far out? Man, it seems like it's way far out this time. I don't know, maybe so people can go all the way around it. So Calico looks like it's closer and closer to Merry Farm status. The snow and blow machines look like they're all the way up there. They're starting to load them up. A lot of the buildings are lined with the lights, and the lanterns are hanging from the trees. So we go from fog to snow in less than a month. And I think I'm here for it, guys. I think I'm good. I think I'm ready. And if ever there was a time to come to the park and ride Ghost Rider, it's today, and it's now. It's about 11 o'clock, and that line goes right up the stairs, straight to the loading platform. So we are now officially in the off-season, I would say. Uh-oh. Management training on the loose.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Same thing.
No, it's not. It's lower.
It's actually kind of weird seeing this part of the park back to normal. Kind of thrives on spooky season, but when it comes to Christmas cheer,
Who knows?
there's also rumors already starting that 2025 could be the last year for Origins Sarah Marshall. However, a lot of people are speculating that maybe they keep the Origins theme and just move on to another member of the Core Four, perhaps Lilith the Bride, or maybe even the Conductor. Interesting concept. I think I dig it.
I dig it.
Well, out in the wilderness, they got rid of all the spiidors
Yes, the spider.
and replaced them with garland, with some really warm, fuzzy feeling garland. Pony Express, one train today, and that's okay. So hey, what do you say? Let's go play.
How about I just go eat some hay?
I'm sorry about all that. One train for Pony Express, but no line, so there you go. That's what I was trying to say. But if you look across the way, you can see that they've shut down the river rapids, probably for the season. We'll probably see this reopened again in maybe January or something. It's the right time to do this. Time to clean it up and get ready to spit out more tubes for when it gets hot in most likely February. What's happening across the tracks, though? I hear
something happy.
Let's go see what that is. Boy, they were really festive back in the 20s, huh? Wasted no time getting rid of all the alcoholic zombies and getting ready for Christmas time. And then the theater here getting ready for its single yearly use for Snoopy on Ice. I look forward to actually having access to this theater again and being able to hang out and watch a really cool ice show. If you haven't seen it yet, highly recommend it. Snoopy on Ice. Oh man, I'm about to get attacked. We got all the way to the back of the park, so it's time for a refreshing drink break. Definitely hits the spot. You know, I gotta be honest, I never really saw purple as much of a Christmassy color, but the decor on Berry Tales has me thinking otherwise.
If you ask me, you're the real sellout.
And it seems as though the further you go back in the park, the more decor is set up, and the more festive it gets. They've got the big structure here set up on the fountain. All the pumpkins are gone, and all the Christmas accoutrement, if you will, is all set up. This is going to look fantastic at night. I cannot wait for Merry Farm now. Okay, now I'm in the mood. Now I'm ready to go. You forget just how much more stage they have to add for the Christmas show that they do out here on the Calico Mine stage. A lot of dancing, a lot of singing, and a lot of room to do all of that stuff. So there's still a lot more that they have to add to. It's just so funny, it takes up half the table area, so it can't pull quite the crowds that Carnival du Grotesque did, but it's still a pretty fun show to watch. It's always sad to see that they have to close down the mine ride because they got to take all the candy out of there. The fairy's got to go into hiding again so that they don't catch her. And I feel like her lore is kind of like a leprechaun, that if they can catch the pink fairy inside there, then they have access to all the lucky charms in the world. I think that's how that goes.
Sometimes I'll start a sentence, and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
But you know what is open? Its neighbor across the way here. Calico Log Ride is alive and well. And it's warm enough to get a good splash on today, I think. Oh wow, look at that. They already took out that little fast pass machine. Must have baked in the sun, since it's right in the way of the sun here. If you look at the boardwalk ballroom behind me, what's missing? Yeah, Slasher Guy, they took him down. Well, can't get everything you want. Let's go see what the boardwalk looks like. And you take a look around the boardwalk and you wouldn't even think Halloween ever existed. Lots of lights, no more pumpkins.
Thank you, Accelerator.
Wipeout still with the walls around it. They're picking that ride apart, like they're taking it into pieces. Now they have some sort of weird big something or other back there.
I'm a motherfucking lyrical wordsmith, motherfucking genius!
Doing work on it, so I'm imagining that they're gonna bring this ride back. They just had to do some serious mechanizing to it. Is that a word? Mechanizing? We're gonna say it's a word. I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't put these flowers in the flower beds yet. This is usually one of the first things they do. But nonetheless, it's all raked and fertilized and ready to go for whenever they get the flowers in. Maybe just a late shipment or something. I don't know. Not gonna come to conclusions. I have a mat for that.
It was a jump to conclusions, Matt.
Yeah, if you take a look behind me. There's nobody back here. So unlimited rides on Accelerator, Coast Rider, and Hang Time. All you want. Get here now.
You need to relax.
I think all in all, I would say that this walk around the farm was good for my mental state. I feel much more prepared for Christmas now, a lot more warm and fuzzy inside, and I don't miss Halloween as much. Seeing all of the holiday decorations in both parks this week has me kind of ready to move forward and end the year at our happy place. Not to mention this Saturday, big things are happening. But now it's time to actually go pick up a tux and some kids and be a dad once again. So, till we see you up on the mountain, out at the studios, or here at the farm, we'll catch y'all on that flippity flop.